I guess I would have to hide it.
Why would you hide your third ear?
In this society, they wouldn't. It'd be strange, right?
I guess. What's going on, y'all? This is Paranoid Grower. I have a special guest with me today. He is a Growmie within the community. I read a quote from John Maxwell and Thought of You that says, "Success is a continuing thing. It is growth and development. It is achieving one thing and using that as a stepping stone to achieve something else." Cumin, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. That was quite beautiful. Pleasure to be here and a total honor and happy. Hope you're doing well.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. So, what are we smoking on tonight, sir?
Well, tonight I am busting out some Galaxy Brain.
Oh my God. For real?
Yes, sir. How about yourself?
I'm smoking the Galaxy Brain too.
Very good. Very good. Yes.
Yeah, I got the Galaxy Brain is from Night Owl that I got from you as a care package.
Well, yes. I'm glad you received it. That was not planned at all. What a total coincidence.
Right? That was a total coincidence. That's so cool though.
Yeah, I want to be big brain for the show to make it seem like I'm smart.
Right? I feel like me too. Oh, good Lord. So what was your experience with that Galaxy Brain?
Growing it was really good. I enjoyed it. It did everything itself. I did zero training to it, and it just grew. It stretched like, I think sativas, right? They stretched ish, maybe. So yeah, that one was pretty big that way. It had nice dense buds, smelled very sweet. I think maybe from the Zamadelica ish side of it, and yeah, after curing it, I think it tastes pretty good, and it has I'm not sure what flavor, but it is vaguely complex. Enjoyable. Worth growing for sure. I would recommend it.
Yeah, I'll tell you, you've grown several of the Night Owls, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Which one's been your favorite so far?
Galaxy Brain I'm pretty biased towards it, I think. But I'm just finishing. It's drying right now. Is Time Machine, and that's pre-98 episode F1 or F4 and Whistling Diesel crossed together. So it's pretty frosty, and I'm hoping it dries well, and I can't wait to smoke it. So that one also looks pretty good. Those are two good ones for sure.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be interested to hear what your results are on that once you get to sample it.
Yes, sir. I'll have to let you know, and perhaps you will too as well.
Yeah, I need to grow some more Night Owl. I think I've only grown one, and I didn't do it any justice. I should have done better at it at least. I feel like I should have.
If you're cool with autoflowers, Daz does wonders with his seeds. So I'd recommend Night Owl anytime.
Heck yeah. Well, what'd you get into this weekend?
Well, this weekend I work Friday through Sunday, so that's what I do. But on the off times, I do some gardening. Right now, I'm joining the Alabrije Canna Bonsai. It's my first time ever doing something like that. Right. And it's amazing. It's fun. It's just awesome to take care of this plant and water it gently and train it. And because it's cannabis, it grows so fast. It's wonderful. But that's all I've been doing. I need to clean up my tent from harvesting. I still got to dry some other stuff. I got to harvest more stuff, nonstop, plant stuff. But that's mostly what I've been doing.
Nice.
What about you? What did you do this weekend?
Mainly just relax. I've been working a lot lately, and so it's been that and traveling. It's been nice being at home So I've been unpacking and cleaning and organizing. So it's actually kind of nice coming home now to a semi-organized house instead of boxes and totes everywhere. So
Good, make it your home.
yeah, definitely making it home for sure. So yeah, I love it out here. That and um, went and visited family today, so that was fun.
Good.
Getting to catch up with everybody.
I just off topic completely. I want to say, assuming this episode comes out after 417 grows,
Yep.
which was an awesome episode, by the way. Shout out to him. Uh, yes, this is number 30. So congratulations. You made it to 30,
I
right?
know.
Double
Thank
the
you.
15. You can retire now, right? This is over. Okay. Congrats.
Oh Lord.
But no, wonderful 30 episode.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah, I'm really excited that you were able to come on for episode 30. So
Thank you.
yeah, it worked out, man. Yeah, thank you. Um, but yeah, we actually we can go ahead and start talking about the reason why we meet up on this podcast, and the reason that you and I met up was at the Alebrije pop up in Chicago, Illinois, in September of this year.
Yes.
And I would like for you to go ahead and kind of give your experience with the Alebrije pop up.
I'm not a very social person at all. I like to stay at home. I'm mostly introverted, but joining and finding communities, I'm really happy. I feel a lot more fulfilled, and it allowed me to join an event such as Alebrije's event. Go to it, to the pop up. It's totally worth it. In the future, in the main, the next one is one that everyone should go to. Uh, I know every time I hear someone talk about the Alebrije, that's what they say, and it's weird because even if you just like to stay at home, you're kind of a shut in. Everybody has the love for the plant. As they've grown it right from seed, and they understand however whatever method you grow, they understand and hopefully have had a harvest, the whole process, trim, jail, if all that stuff, and so that's something that bonds everybody, no matter what. So feel comfortable. I would say yeah. It Alebrije's event was awesome. The food was great. And unbelievable smoke. Everyone will mention Badger's hash, right? And I don't think you've had an episode without mentioning Badger, and that's okay because
Mhm.
he's awesome. He's a cool dude. I embarrassed myself in front of him, didn't fully understand hash, and his 4 year, not Sun ET, it was 4 year Sun God, right?
Yeah, Super Sun God. Yep.
Super Sun God.
Yep.
And I got to try it out, and it was an honor. But what I told him was it tasted like a Res Bowl, but smoother. And I didn't mean like a negative thing, like a Res, because a Res Bowl is nasty, right?
Right. Right.
But it was such a refined, like better than single age malt Scotch and all that stuff. Better than 25 year. It just was so luxurious
Oh, for
and
sure.
smooth. So to be able to smoke that, yeah, to have his to taste the fruit of his labor, yeah, it was very good.
Oh, for sure.
So back to the Alebrije thing, all that just allows me to expand my palate, understand more about cannabis, taste different things. Yes, it gets muddled, but at least if you can grasp onto that first initial bite or hit, you're like, okay, yeah, I try to remember that, or at least, oh yeah, that's what Sunny Tea is. Oh yeah, or yeah, that's what something lime was. All that stuff. I still want to experience more and expand my terp palette and all that, but I got to do it with other people's gear, and yeah, positivity's there too. No,
Oh, for
no,
sure.
yeah,
Yeah,
it,
most definitely.
and then I'm all over the place about this, but meeting Mr. and Mrs. Alebrije, um, they were awesome. Uh, Seeing her craftsmanship with pottery and all that stuff is very impressive. Um, And also shout out Sam Sauce too. He's a cool dude. Got to chat him up and talk about his works. And I got some salt. It's delicious, smoky salt.
Oh, you got the salt?
Yeah, I did, and I also got the chimichurri, not chimichurri, but something that sounds like that.
Okay.
Chimchar sauce, I think is what it's called, and both are good. But the salt, I do spoil myself and sprinkle it on stuff, and it just adds so much flavor to mundane things. So
Right.
I'm afraid I'm gonna be spoiled, but it's really good.
Wow. Yeah, that that's really cool that you got to try the salt. I just heard about that salt recently, so
I'd recommend it. It is a little bit of a luxury, but it is, I think, worth it. Yeah.
oh, for sure. Yeah, I think anything that comes from him is really good, so it's totally worth it.
Yes, and everybody feels bad they didn't take enough pictures. I snuck in
Oh
a
my god.
few,
Yeah, me
but
too.
yeah, I do wish I took more. Um, and I also I got a shout out to two people I went with, which was Flam and Ohio Nugs. It was awesome. Ohio Nugs drove all the way, and um, we got to bond a lot. And we went to Johnny's Chicago Italian beef. Yes, and it was really good there. Um, the whole event was just uh, very cannabis related, but uh, also just building a lot of friendships too from meeting strangers from online. But yeah, it's family now, and I look forward to the next event for sure. And um, smoking everybody up if we bring smoke, and just loving life.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, man. You pretty much nailed the whole event within that several minutes there. It was like a really cool event. Um, there's a few things I do want to talk to you about though that you'd mentioned. Um, you'd mentioned also Mrs. Alabrije, the mugs. Did you end up getting one of those mugs?
Yes, I happened to pick up the very last one, so
Really?
I was very
Wow.
excited. Yeah.
Okay.
And side note, she pulled me aside and told me that it was her favorite one that she made. But that doesn't mean anything. Well, it does mean a lot actually. But
Oh, for sure.
it just she's a sweetheart.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Absolutely. Yeah, I was glad to meet her as well. I met her right there because she was checking everybody in at the beginning. That's whenever I initially met her. Um,
Yes, and
but
they did a wonderful job with the food too. Like both of them were on top of it, and
oh, for sure. Yeah,
that
that
Pequod.
yeah, Pequod's Pizza. Yeah, I love Pequod's Pizza. I'd had it before. Badger and I had went up to Chicago during Christmas or right after Christmas, and got some Pequods, and it was delicious. So I was glad
I,
to get it again.
I want to say shout out to you too, and how smooth of a character you always are, but you were there, not only well dressed and to the nines, but after hearing your story about what you went through during Chicago. So
Oh,
I mean, you just seemed like a cool cucumber, very yeah, no stress at all. Like water on a duck's back type of thing. You're just yeah,
yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah,
because you went through hell basically. So
yeah, yeah.
24 hours later, like before, I mean.
Yeah, it was pretty rough having to go through all that, but
Mhm.
it was nice having all my friends there, to kind of, I guess, balance me out. I think that's partially why I felt so great at the event, had all my friends there
Yes.
and meeting all these new people there at the same time too. So,
I assume that a lot of you guys have already met and all that stuff. And this was Al Hayes' event was a first time of many people.
yeah.
So this year, so if you're intimidated by that, don't be. It's
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Come to these events. Really.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, most definitely. It's very encouraging to come to these events, especially if you're listening to these podcasts and you're growing the gear and all that. Like, come hang out with us.
Yeah.
It is a lot of fun, and it's always excellent cannabis there. It's all homegrown. That makes it even better.
generous is what it is. I think,
Hmm.
yes, people want to bring more and more that they can if they can. So yep, I have more myself, so I'm happy as well to share
Right.
share my mids, as Howling would say.
Share your vids. That's right. Well, I know you mentioned that you came with Flam and Ohio Nugs. Where'd y'all end up staying?
We went to a place in Elgin, a hotel. We got a place there, and also Big Jer was there along with Terp and gosh, who am I forgetting?
Too Tall was
Oh,
there.
Too Tall. How could I forget him? Oh my
Yep.
gosh. So I believe that was all among, and then it was also Flam and Ohio Nugs. So
Right.
we hung out a little bit there too as well. Went to breakfast and Menards too as well. So quite a few little adventures here and there. Smoked
Nice.
in Big Jer's truck. He's a cool dude.
Yeah, I like Big Jer. He's funny. I had
And
a I had a funny moment with Big Jer at the Alabria pop up. I was sitting at the back table, kind of near where you were sitting at,
mm-hmm.
um, outside. And at one point, I look up at the balcony and I see Big Jer up there, and he's looking through the the bars, like what watching everybody. And I did this little number right here. he he caught me looking at him doing that, so that he's of course he waving back. But it was just funny to see Big Jer just looking through the bars. Oh,
Yeah, he grew some excellent lime. That was a pretty standing highlight for quite a few people, I think.
oh yeah,
Yeah, and yeah, he's just he drove us around in his truck.
nice.
Yeah.
Or who were some of the Gromies in the community that you were excited to meet?
The first one would be Growmie Dust. I forget Skinzor, I think is his Discord name, but he's from Michigan. He brought his wife was there too. I forget her name, but I was very excited to meet him because he's one of the first people in the communities I talked to outside of Flam, and I just kind of reached out to him, talked about Lego, and sent him up a little Lego package because he hadn't been into Lego for a while. And then he sent me actually some Alabrije seeds, which at the time Alabrije didn't have a drop. I didn't have any other connections, and so he sent me a mystery mezcla and eggnog surprise and Daga Daga perhaps, which was really generous of him. And that's how I learned of Alabrije, or that's how I grew my first Alabrije.
Nice.
So Gromie, I was really excited about. Um, I'm excited now for everybody. I was excited to meet Rev too, and Johnny, and Howling, and Stony, and really everyone in the community. Being able to see G3 and Captain. Also, I met Dolly, Endo from a
Right.
distance too, and Grateful. I didn't get to meet up with Grateful too much, or Nerd as well, but yeah, it was all the famous people were there. Um, I've met Too Tall previously, so but I was always excited to see him as well.
All right. Yeah, Too Tall is really cool. Where'd you see him before?
My first ganja event was Glass and Ganja, I think it was called, and it
Okay.
was held in Mansfield by some glass blowers, which were Flam's friend.
Right.
And yeah, so that's where I met him there.
Nice. Okay.
I
Cool.
think he did some pressings as well, some flour. He brought his sour delica and something express, Odin's Express, I believe, is what he brought.
All right.
So,
Cool.
and that's where I knew. That's where I first learned. Oh, Gromies are generous as hell because he brought these big ass jars of these two things that he grew, and they smelled wonderful. So I was like, okay. And at these events, I probably should bring stuff like jars of stuff so I can share. I didn't realize that's what we did at these things.
Right.
So it's fun.
Heck yeah. Well, do you have any memorable moments from the pop up that you'd like to share?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess doing push-ups with too tall would be part of it. That's memorable. Then we had somebody. He was a larger gentleman with a wheezier voice, and it was not Matt Frat. Not to say that he's super large or anything like that, but he was very boisterous. Maybe something wizard in his name. He was a very very funny guy, but he called us out on what we were doing on push-ups and was wondering what we were doing. Why are you doing this? Is this a race? Stuff like that, and not a goading way. It was just all in fun, and I guess I don't really have a lot of fun with other people in my life, so it's exciting to do that uh, in a way where we're not judged. It's just everyone's having fun. We're all high, we
Right.
smoke, and we can just be ourselves. So
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
yes,
So,
but just again smoking all this different types of cannabis in different forms. Like getting to try the newest Sunny Tea fromGanic, and it's all a big memory. I loved meeting every single person and knowing, oh, that's Organic, that's blah, that's Green Velvet, or that's all these other people, Baob, and all, yeah, Magmar, Exploding Odin, everybody from different discords,
right.
the Caniverse. So
Yeah.
in real life. But then the other memorable moment would be, was it Jsaw at the end? I don't know, whoever, and then throwing up joints to the party up next to us.
That was Cap.
Okay, whomever. Yes,
Yes.
passing on the fun, but that was a memory too. Thankfully, at the end. Right.
Right. Heck yeah. I guess we can go ahead and start talking about your garden. What do you have currently growing on in your garden right now?
Well, I have Samadelica Express going. It needs to be chopped now. It's probably close to day 80 something now. I also have a Chem 91 to chop. This one is mutated and squat and just super leafy, almost no bud. But I kept it around because I want to smoke it. And
Right.
then I have a strawberry milk and cookie remix as well.
Ooh.
That needs to be chopped too as well. So I'm just waiting for my other stuff to finish drying, and then I'll process that. I also have in an aero garden, just to mess around for fun. I have an open air grow of two autos. One is Hilux from Night Owl as well, and the other one is Chem Labrata from Alabrije. Those are maybe day 50 or 60 right now. And I just had them growing for fun, see what they can do. It's sad though, because the light is only like 60 watts. So seeing the flowers come from it is a little bit weak, but it's just all experiment. And then I have the Canna Bonsai going too with Jordan Stretch.
Nice.
Yes. I guess I also have a few more. I have also my first foray into regular seeds. I have some moon diamonds going that I wanted to give away from Howling. That was moon grown botanicals is the genetics of moon diamonds.
Okay.
And I have two halo halos from the Terp Therapist. They're both males, unfortunately. So, but Ohio Nugs wants that, so I'm going to give him one of them, I believe. And then I also have a blueberry OJ BBOJ, yes,
Yeah,
from Joint.
Yep.
Yes, but I tried to pop two, and only one came out, and then it's a male. But I'm also going to give that to a How Nugs too, so he can mess around with the pollen. And then, so that's what I have going on.
Nice. Yeah, quite the collection there, sir.
Oh, yes, I guess I like to grow some.
Heck yeah. Well, I got some growing questions for you if you don't mind.
Please.
All right. How long have you been growing cannabis?
I started this is my 13th month now.
Oh, wow. Well, you're doing pretty good for 13 months, sir.
Oh, well, thank you. Yes.
My goodness. Well, who or what got you into growing cannabis?
I would say I enjoy seeing plants grow. It's enjoyable to me. So part of that, and also Ohio dispensary prices are predatory at best.
100%. Yeah.
So, yes, but the hobby is what I enjoy the most, and that's what got me into it, I'd say.
What was your first plant that you grew?
Ever would probably be some sort of Chinese or Taiwanese vegetable, maybe a bitter melon or Chinese broccoli.
Okay. I mean, I'm sorry for like cannabis. Like what?
So the first time I ever grew was some bag seed. It was in a different country. It was in Taiwan, and I popped some bag seed from this yellow brick Thai. It might have been from Australia, but I assume it's from Thailand. And it was yellow, just yellow. And
What?
stems. Yeah, I didn't. It tasted like hay and everything. But I didn't know much. I was just smoking with some Canadians and South Africans, and that's what you could get there. In cannabis in Taiwan is ultra illegal. It's like death sentence if you have possession of it, basically. Especially if you have a plant. But I grew a bag of seed anyway. This was in early, maybe mid 2000s. So there wasn't that much on the internet or YouTube for sure. I just kind of I remember getting a black light and just putting it there as well.
Oh my goodness.
And it grew. And then I took it outside and planted it by a river bed, and it did okay. So it was the first plant I ever grew, but I didn't know anything. It hermed. I knew that. So I was plucking the balls off of it, but I thought that was whatever. It's nature, and I didn't really fully understand that feminized seed is what you need to smoke flower. I was just growing plant to see what happened.
Right.
And then I dried it in the closet for like a week, but I don't think it was moldy. I don't quite remember it smoked, to be honest. It was less than a quarter, less than a quarter of an ounce.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, what was your first successful grow?
Okay. Yeah. So when thankfully I don't live in a prohibition state, so when it became legal here, I grew. It was a fast buds. Yeah, fast buds, fast flowering Italian or wedding cheesecake is what it's called. And it was good. I was pretty successful. I did everything on YouTube to it, though. Frankly, a lot of LST and HST, or I had a scrog, but it had maybe I don't know, over 50 tops on it. It was pretty successful and no mold. It did okay. I was able to I harvested over 6 to 8 ounces dried, and then I also have several pounds frozen because I didn't know what to do with it.
Right.
And it was successful. I just did it in cocoa and the GH trio for my first run.
Nice.
Yeah, yes. And right now, currently, I just grow still in cocoa and in salts too. Um, and I'm always plagued wondering about organics. I'm plagued about living soil. I wonder about what terps am I missing or all those things. So that's always in my mind. I
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I started out with organics, so I was, I think, more or less scared of doing the trio, thinking I wouldn't be good enough for that. So I
Isn't it
wanted,
just measuring stuff? What's that's it, right? Just
yeah,
it's
I
brainless.
know, it just, to me, that I always feel like I'm going to screw something up when I would be in the
You
master mixer or something,
you you organic people have to balance stuff all the time, right? I mean,
Not really. I mean, I
or
guess
does the soil buffer enough and all that stuff?
um, I don't, I don't really have too many issues with it. Yeah, I don't really have too many issues out of it. I don't know. I guess it's just because it's easy. I've gotten used to it, so it doesn't bother me anymore. But yeah, what type of equipment do you use?
Excuse me. I run for my first plant. I did hand water a 10-gallon cocoa, which cocoa is constant in watering all the time. You cannot let it dry out. Uh,
Right,
Too bad. But so I did that, and then I was like, okay, I'm good. I'm going to do auto pots. So I run some form of auto pots. I've tried to trade to grow as well. My second grow, I wanted to do a buffet to grow basically, and I had originally 10 plants on one tray to grow, but then I went to eight, and I took those eight plants to harvest in one tray to grow. I just to try various different cannabis, and I still got maybe 2 ounces to 4 ounces per plant, roughly. So it was reasonable. And my lights, I have 400 watt uh, Vivo Sun quantum boards. These are all stuff that I just picked up on Marketplace for the DL or cheap. Um,
right,
and but thankfully, shout out to Matty Bloom. He Growmie. He was saying, "Hey, I have this GML Vulcan Nitro that if anybody wants to pay for shipping, it's yours." And I hit him up. I couldn't believe. I was like, "Are you joking?" Because it's not real, right? But he said, "Yeah," and it came maybe like a week. It came actually during the Al Brehe event.
oh wow,
But when I came home, it was like, "Oh, it's real. It's there." And so I have a nice flowering light, super nice flowering light with far red, which I don't quite understand. That I'm still reading about, but whatever. It's just a dial, and the light works well. I haven't fried it. I fried anything. Yeah, I
that's
love it.
awesome. Heck yeah, that's awesome, man. Shout out Maddie Bloom.
Mhm.
Well, do you have any? Excuse me. Do you have any do-it-yourself tools and or products that you use in your garden?
Oh, so I do use a wine cooler that I modified. It's a thermoelectric wine cooler, so it's not compressor based, and it you put a dehumidifier inside there, and then also connect a controller to it. That a humidity controller that has a sensor, and then an electrical outlet that controls the outlet, and that way you can turn on the dehumidifier. Yes, the dehumidifier um, that you put in the wine fridge to monitor and regulate for the relative humidity. And the wine fridge itself allows you to keep the temperature from 54 to 60 something, depending on what you want to set it to, which are optimal conditions, I believe, for drying and then curing flour. So in a the thermoelectric wine fridges, most sizes you can easily get now is a 20 bottle, and that has 5 trays and allows you to dry about I think roughly 6 ounces in weight dried. I'm not sure how much that is in pounds. So it's not really a whole large plant, but if you can stagger your harvests or you build multiple of them, then you can possibly use it to dry and cure your flower after your harvest. I'm still working on the temperature settings and humidity settings to see what works the best. But you can toy around with it. it I haven't had any mold. I've maybe tried about 5 to 8 plants with it. Just using this method, and it's good. It works for me. If you don't have an environment that you can use to dry your flower optimally, could be a solution as well. Total costs are, you can get a wine fridge from $200-ish to 280, and then the humidifier itself is about $40. And depending on the controller, there are different brands like Vivo Sun, which you can get one for $30 with them, or the AC Infinity has the 79 Pro controller, which has nice digital display that along with the outlet. It's a little bit fancier at $80. Or there's also the Inkbird humidity controller, which ranges about $60 with Wi-Fi. And then, various other tools and parts, but that's basically what you can use and do to put it together.
Okay, that's really cool. I appreciate you sharing all that.
No problem. Yeah, it's still a work in progress. It could be. I still personally believe if you can hang dry, that's the best. Easily. I mean, you have the most volume in space, and if you have the temperature to regulate, it's great. I think the flower feels and is softer from hang drying. Maybe depends. It just depends on your settings and your environment, just like growing too. So, what is optimal weed? Do you want to strive for it, or are you happy with what you have? And that's what you have. That's good. If it's smokable, be happy. I don't know. Just depends on what you want.
Right. What do people waste their money on?
Oh, I perhaps nutrients with water, just purely based off of volume and price. But if convenience is value to you, then that isn't a waste. But on paper, yes, if you can buy dry newts or powders, that's usually better and cheaper than
Oh, for
liquids.
sure. Absolutely. What is one thing you did not expect to learn from growing cannabis?
I would say the community. I'm sure a lot of people say it, but there are a lot of positive role models out there from cannabis and people and growing. So I'm happy to have found friends and people that I interact with, community members, and when I even if my day is just so, and then I see something like a little funny gift, oh, actually, that lightens my day up, and that's because I'm part of this community. That's just by proxy, but we again share this kinship of growing, no matter how we grow. So it's a bond that at least I align with, and I think it's genuine.
Oh, for sure. What future projects do you have for your garden?
I want to eventually pollen chuck, or at least understand that. The reason why I'm not keeping these males is because I didn't study the proper time frame. I may still consider keeping a male and separating in a different room. That's always paranoid. I'm always paranoid of the pollen, but people have been successful across the room, and so I'm just gonna. I'm thankful that I have the luxury of space to put it in a different room, and I'll move a tent up there and collect some pollen, see what happens. But I would like to eventually, pollen chuck. I just want to still find a plant that makes me go, wow, yes, that's the one that or my favorite pheno, or I don't even have a favorite terp profile at the moment. So I'm on the search.
Awesome. What advice would you give to an inspiring cannabis grower who's looking to start their own garden?
Join a Discord that you vibe with, and that way you can have community members to learn from or bounce questions off of, and understand or try to start the process of understanding the concept of what makes a good, successful environment to grow. Because I think the plant take care of a lot of things if you give it that environment, and also understand that it's a journey. It takes some time, because it's not, your environment can't always, assuming most people can't keep their environment perfect. So you'll learn the balance of how to read your plant and what are acceptable boundaries and reasonable boundaries. Perhaps budget also is an issue too, because I would say at least growing indoors for a lot of people, it's probably more of a luxury, a necessity, but it's expensive. That's what I'm saying. Energy costs.
Sure.
And I don't believe energy costs are going down, unfortunately.
No.
So.
Yeah, solid advice, sir. Well, are you ready for the hot seat?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go. Which band or artist did you see for your first concert and venue?
I would say ever would be Yo-Yo Ma in the Columbus Theater. That was like a school concert, but that was my first real one. It's like, whoa, cool. And otherwise, my young adult one would be probably, we had a alternative radio band in Columbus called CD 101, and they threw a summer fest with this band from Louisville. VHS or Beta was the band, and I was very into them at the time. Alternative rock, with a little bit of electronic. So yeah, that was my first one, I would say.
Nice. What was your favorite song when you were 16?
16.
Yes, sir.
I would say that's year 2000 for me.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I would say probably that's okay. Blur, Coffee and TV, I think was around that time. I really liked that a lot. And also I had to say Cake. I was really into Cake at the time. So
nice.
I still am. They're good. They're always good. The Distance is a classic, but I Will Survive was really good. I from them I went down the path of Motown and all that, which really vibed with me too. So.
Awesome. Heck yeah. What was the first CD that you purchased?
My first audio cassette.
Oh, here you go, audio too. Okay. All right, let's do it.
My first audio cassette was either Aladdin soundtrack or my sister had, and it was communal, but my sister had the X-Files Fight the Future movie soundtrack on VHS.
Cool.
So it was cool.
Yeah.
So, but my first CD was the Matrix soundtrack, I believe.
Ooh.
So that was my edgy edge. I learned a lot of tough guy songs from.
Right. Oh my goodness. Do you play any musical instruments?
I used to as a child. I played piano and violin.
Nice. What is violin difficult?
There's a technique to keeping the bow on the string and pulling it correctly.
Okay.
But I imagine just like a guitar, you know where the frets are, or you play banjo perhaps, or.
I play guitar. I don't have banjo, but I play guitar and a little bit of mandolin.
Mandolin, that was what you and GP were gushing about. That's right.
Yes, that's exactly what we're gushing about.
Respectfully.
Yes.
Passionate. That's it.
Oh, good Lord. Oh, that's great. Uh, have you met a musical artist or band in person?
Hmm. Yes, I have met Wayne from the Flaming Lips.
Ooh,
Yeah, I just had he was playing at the Columbus Newport, which is an awesome venue, and he was just in the back alley smoking a cigarette, and just happened to walk by. And, yeah, he signed my ticket stub, and we chatted for a bit. So he's just a nice guy.
heck yeah. Sounds like Columbus is a good place for music venues.
Yeah, it's not bad. They have a fair share.
Yeah, that's awesome. Uh, what is the most surprising opener you've ever seen perform live?
Maybe not an opener, but it was a side stage, so a B stage before the main stage. And that was, I think it was 2004, maybe 2003, Curiosa tour, and that was Muse was the side stage. Then that was
Okay.
the first time they ever went to America, touring with The Cure and Interpol and all of them. But that was an amazing show. But seeing Muse live on a small stage, maybe 30 people around, I was there. It's like this guy has an operatic voice. That's a real word, but
Right.
yeah. And these guys are going to be insane. They had such an amazing live presence,
That is so
and
cool that you've
so
seen that.
yeah, I was like, well,
Wow. Which band or artist has been your favorite to see perform live and the venue?
I would say maybe the Hives. I was at the Newport as well. They like the embodiment of cocaine, basically. It's so much energy. The lead singer,
Right.
um, very good.
Heck yeah. That's awesome. If you could make your own music festival lineup, who would be your top 3 headliners? They could be dead or alive, and this is going to be the Cumin Music Festival. So give it your best shot, sir.
All right, Daft Punk is going to be number one, no matter what.
Yay!
Just because, yeah, for
Oh,
sure. Daft
yes.
Punk. Okay. Um, only three. Okay, Bee Gees as well,
Yes.
for sure. And I don't know. I would maybe New Order. Just New Order would be it. Yeah.
Oh, man. That's going to be a really cool festival, dude.
Mm.
Oh, my
Yeah, I
goodness.
agree. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be great. Daft Punk, man. Not a lot of people talk about Daft Punk. They're
Oh,
great. It's great, man.
true masters.
100%.
Mhm.
All right. Which song instantly hypes you up?
I would say "The Man" by the Killers. That's a pretty solid one. And the music video is really good too. A little bit tragic, but yes, that or "Staying Alive." Just shout out Bee Gees. Why not?
Heck yes. That's awesome. What's a band or artist that you feel is completely underrated?
I would say there's a band called Midnight Generation. They're from Mexico. I believe it's a duo, but they have a larger touring band as well. And they just they play a lot of funk or electronica, maybe similar to Chromeo and Daft Punk. Um, Sometimes it's a little bit simplistic, but I don't mind that because I'm simple in the mind sometimes as well. So
Okay,
yeah.
I'm gonna check them out.
Mhm.
All right. Which cultivar would you pair with an album?
I would say Galaxy Brain with Random Access Memory from Daft Punk,
Ooh, yes.
or Time Machine. This Time Machine, paired with Discovery, or Blue Power Verse as well from Night Owl, and Alive 2007 with the Encore.
Oh man, dude, you
Yeah,
got this all figured out.
those
Jeez.
three for Daft Punk. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, this is great.
Hmm.
All right, this is a new question. What's the weirdest job you've ever had?
Uh, I would say just for me, it would be teaching English in Taiwan. And I taught kindergarten, pre kindergarten to junior high. So it's a huge range.
Wow.
And it was weird because my parents are both from Taiwan, so visually I look like a Taiwanese person, and I speak, at least I sound like, I think, an American. And so they would do phone interviews with me, and it's like, okay. And then they meet me and like, oh, we want an American. I was like, well, I was born in America. That's my culture. But no, I experienced reverse racism for the first time in my life.
Oh my
It was
goodness.
interesting. But then I would have to preface with every phone interview saying that, hey, I was born in America. That's where I live. But both my parents are from Taiwan. And then my interview would usually get cut short from that, actually.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
interesting. So,
Wow.
mhm.
If you got bit by a spider, name 3 completely random superpowers you would get.
Mm. I, I'll interpret that as random, like that I would want them, but um, uh, the ability to control cells to homeostasis,
Ooh,
that I think is pretty encompassing of a lot of things. So that's pretty cool.
heck yeah.
Uh, I would say invisibility as well. That's the easy one.
Oh yeah.
Hmm. And selective X-ray vision.
Selective X-ray vision.
Yes.
Love it. Which terps and or smells are your favorite?
I would say my scene is pretty solid. I think that's the more mango-y one, or is attributed to that. So that's the only one I've really have identified. Pine is really cool too. Um, and I haven't really experienced lemonul or whatever that is, or if I have, I wasn't aware. Um, so those are all major terps that I know if I pronounced them wrong. Um, but that's what I'll go with for now. I need to learn
Awesome.
more.
Yeah, I feel you. Me too. If you could design the best cultivar for yourself, what would be in it and why?
I need to find out. I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe something super sweet. I would say if there is a lychee flavor, that would be really cool. I have a Sin Cities seeds lychee fritter is what it's called that I need to grow out at some point. But that's just a flavor I really enjoy. Super sweet fruit. It's wonderful.
Heck yeah. Do you have a favorite pothead memory?
This would be the early days. I remember smoking. It was an unknown strain, just from some random connect, and uh, it hit me super hard. I got really high and couldn't stop laughing at the first episode, Workaholics, which is funny, but not really that funny, nonstop funny, and just caused me to laugh nonstop. And we went to Chipotle afterwards, and like I was still really high, and I remember I had to lock myself in the bathroom for a little bit, just staring myself at the mirror and wondering what I was doing with my life. Uh, this was like when I was 20 something, so I was old, but not super old, maybe.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool. Have you ever had an experience with cannabis and law enforcement that you are willing to share? No worries if you don't want to share.
Outside of Dare, no. Thankfully, not. I have driven past cops, but that's about it. Thankfully,
Nice.
knock on wood.
Yep. Seriously. This is a new question. If you had a third ear, where would you put it?
It's a good question. I You don't want to. Okay, I shouldn't tell people where they shouldn't put their body parts, but um, I, I guess I would have to hide it.
Why would you hide your third ear?
In this society, they wouldn't. It'd be strange, right?
I guess, but
Because first I was like, I put it back in my head directly for some reason.
right?
Because maybe that auditorially would be awesome. you don't want to put it by your ankle or anything, because then you'd hear your feet, and that'd be really annoying, right?
Oh
Unless
my
you got
goodness. Yes, it would be
so
annoying.
you don't want to scrape it against anything, so you don't want it. So I would say back of my head here, yeah, the middle back of my head.
There you go.
But I mean, then you got a hairy ear, or would it be? I don't know, bro. Okay, yeah.
Oh Lord. Oh, thank you. That was good. What was your first cannabis event?
It was the glass, and my very, very first one would be when I met Flam. He was hosting or throwing at Exotic Gardens in Canton, Ohio, a seminar about autoflowers, and that's how I met him. I went up there because I actually I heard that he had did Jakar Hayes, and I wanted to talk to him more about that. I just it's like, oh, he's actually done stuff about cannabis and besides growing. Um, so that's why I went up there to meet him. It wasn't too far of a drive for me, thankfully. And so that was my very first event. But otherwise, it would be Glass and Ganja, which is what I mentioned before. I met Too Tall and all of them.
Right. Which cannabis event has been your favorite to attend?
Easily Alabri Hayes pop up. Just meeting everybody and the vibes there. It was too short, but the next event should have been that, I think.
Oh yeah. Who was the first Growmie you met in the community?
It would be Flam. Shout out Flam.
Heck yeah. Flame's a good dude. I like him a lot. Which Growmie from the community are you looking forward to meeting?
Sorry, I haven't really thought about, because I've met quite a few people at the pop-up, frankly.
Right.
I haven't really talked to too many other people. No, it would have to be Cheese, actually, the Cheeses.
Yeah.
The Cheeses are the people I do need to meet. They're nearby. And actually, I apologize. I also should say I want to meet Tree Cat as well. I believe he's nearby, and he's an awesome dude too. So just need to find a time to link up, basically. But those two, the Cheeses and
Tree Cat. Heck yeah. Yeah, those be I've met the Cheeses before. They're really cool. They're a lot of fun. So if
yes,
you do get a chance, be sure to dab with them.
will do. Yes.
All right. Which event or location would you like to attend with your fellow Growmie? This could be an event you've never been to before.
I would have to say I would like to try Hash Bash at some point. I don't think too far away from Ohio, and I'm not sure about the cup part, but at least hanging out or just meeting Growmies there would be my goal, I think, or would like to do.
Right. Yeah, I think that's basically what we're planning on doing this time around with Hash Bash. I mean, we'll probably still go to the rally at some point, but we're probably going to slack off on going to the cup just because the hangout at the house is so much better. You know, we could get a lot more done, you know, talking with everybody and kind of like we were doing at the pop up, you know, just doing it at the Hash Bash house basically.
Yes.
But,
And
yeah.
I
Fun.
I already met Dad Terps, but I'm also looking forward to hanging out with him too.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, he's a lot of fun.
Mhm. And Mrs. Terps too.
Oh, for sure.
Mhm.
If you only had one cultivar of cannabis to consume for the rest of your life, what would it be?
I hate to be a one trick pony, but I guess it would. No, I would say the Mystery Mezcala 2024. I think that's a really good everyday smoke. It has a nice flavor and gets the job done, but doesn't knock you out unless you smoke a decent amount, a very decent amount of it. So
Nice. I've got some of those seeds. I'm gonna have to grow that out.
I recommend it. Is well, hopefully depending on which one you get, but yeah, it's good.
Nice. What's your go-to method to consume cannabis?
I would say now it's a ball vape. I previously would combust out of a bong, but it's bong to ball vape.
Heck yeah. Yeah, I got to try the ball vape recently. That was pretty neat.
Yeah, I only use 0.2 grams of flower material, and I can take 5-6 hits and it gets me comfortable. So it's not a lot of plant material. It's incredibly efficient.
Heck yeah.
And if you want to, you can take that ABV and process it into oils if you want.
Oh wow. Yeah, I like that feature. It's really nice.
Mhm.
What's a stoner myth you think is total bullshit?
Besides that, you're lazy. It's not a gateway drug, right?
Right?
That any of the propaganda is total bullshit, basically.
Yeah, the propaganda is bullshit. Yes.
I am trying to find a way to normalize it in my group or circle so I can share, if they want to share, and educate them about cannabis and what it can be.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good way of doing it. I'm doing the same thing. I'm trying to make people understand that it's not this bullshit that they try to make you believe.
It can be an alternative, healthy way to relax as well.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Is there a cultivar that you're interested in trying to grow that you've never grown?
Hmm. Any of the favorites that I hear about, like it's called Bubble Gum Queen. Um, Anything that's super terpy, I would love to try it and see if in my environment, I can extract that and experience it.
Like, yeah. What's your all-time favorite cultivar and why?
I have a limited palette of 19 or so plants, so of that sample size, maybe Blue Ribbon by Night Owl. Uh, that it's so interesting in a jar, smelling it month by month of the cure to see how it's, because it does change if it's, I assume if it's good, but and the environment's okay.
Mhm.
And it hit these rich caramel notes, the smell itself. But yeah, it's just a pleasure on the nose. It is just the smell, and I didn't smoke it yet, but it's good.
Heck yeah. Who are some of your favorite breeders?
Um, I got to shout out Sin City Seeds. Don is really cool. And I grew his blood and tangerine. It was pretty terpy. It was pretty good, frosty, and did really well. Very resilient. I do enjoy Night Owl a lot. I have, that's a lot of what I have at the moment. And everything that I've grown so far has been easy to grow. It survives. It takes care of itself. I don't have to do too much. So, and then Alabrije is not a forgetful third, but he is he's awesome. And I tried a little bit of the Sunny tea by Ganic. That was really good. I've had the Mystery Mezcala seeds, and I grew out. And I also harvested a tangy Tibaguana, the first one. So I'm excited for that to cure and try that out too.
Heck yeah. Yeah, that tangy Tibuguan is pretty special.
What notes do you, if you remember, that you had of it?
Well, I've only grown the tangy CBG. That it definitely had that tangy orange, that it would smack you in the face as soon as you open the jar kind of thing. And it seems like that everybody that I've showed that jar to, that was the one that everybody went back to. They were like, I like the tangy CBG, the one that smell. It's that smell that I love. I'm like, okay. So yeah, that's definitely the one that I got. Do you have a favorite cannabis related movie and or TV show?
Either Grandma's Boy on many levels, or Harold Kumar, the first one, Go to White Castle, and then Super Troopers as
Ooh,
well.
yes. I love Super Troopers. That's a good movie.
Yes.
Yeah, that original one's pretty crazy.
Yes, sir. I sometimes will shout out at work, like, do you require assistance, or do you need assistance? I don't say the rest of it, obviously.
Right. Oh, that's great. I love it. If you could have a smoke session with anyone dead, who would it be?
Maybe I don't have anyone like cool from history I can really recommend or that I would like to. I would say maybe my uncle, who has passed. He was a raging alcoholic of just that he needed it in his life. He lived in Taiwan, and I was halfway around the world. I never really met him that much, just a couple of times in passing. But I feel like if he introduced cannabis in his life, that he wouldn't like. He drank so much that he got a hump on his back and things like that.
Oh, wow.
And just if he stopped drinking, he would die, type of thing. So, um, yeah, maybe cannabis would have affected that or helped him.
Oh, for sure. I imagine it would have. Same question, but alive.
I'm not sure. I was going to say someone like Conan O'Brien, but I don't think he'd be that fun to smoke with. Actually, I don't think he would enjoy it. So maybe Andy Richter instead.
There you go.
Yeah, he would
yes,
enjoy it.
yes. I think Andy Richter would probably enjoy it more for sure.
Yes,
that'd be a fun one for sure.
Mhm.
Heck yeah. All right. Well, this is the last question in the hot seat. Do you have a favorite cannabis podcast, and who is it?
I really enjoy yours, but I would probably say Yag as well. Yag's my OG, and Rev and Johnny just do their thing, the circle as well. So that's kind of where I lay my hat. And yeah, I would say Yag.
Awesome. All right. Well, the next segment on the podcast is Thank a Growmie. Each week I thank a Growmie in the community. And I encourage you to thank a Growmie in the community as well, or Growmies if you have several. I know I talk about hard times all the time, but there really is hard times. Work is ridiculous, but people having to deal with the stress of this product messing up and this person screaming at you, and it's rough. And it's nice being able to have a Growmie to reach out and just thank you for something, and it kind of brightens the day. So I encourage everybody listening into the podcast to thank a Growmie, or thanks, a friend or a family member in your lifetime, just out of the blue. It's nice. So while I have you here, I'm gonna go ahead and thank you first for thank you for coming, or actually giving me your time at the Albury pop up. I know there was a lot of people there. I think it was over 50, and it was like a 6-hour period, but you're having to meet so many people, and it was really short conversations. But I truly appreciate you giving me your time, because even if it's that short time that we got to talk there at the end, I had a blast. So, and then also I would like to thank you for the care package that you'd sent recently. It was really neat trying all this flower that we've been talking about throughout the podcast, like that blood tangerine. I tried that first night that I got the care package. I was like, oh my God, this is so good. This is really good stuff. So
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
My pleasure.
But also I'd like to thank you for your help and dedication to the community. You've been a really good friend, and I've seen you communicating with people in the community, and even just this whole trying your own do it yourself, the little dry box that you've done. I mean, it's freaking awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'd like to thank you for all that. Do you have somebody in the community that you'd like to thank?
Sure. Yes. Thank you, first off, yes, for having me on and talking to me, telling me about Cooter. Thank you so much. Shout out Cooter. Also, I would have to shout out Old Brown Wookie, a fellow Growmie in the community. He's up in Maine, really cool guy. Always a highlight to hear from him, and a friend for sure. And Flam as well. I always have to shout out Flam and Ohio Nugs. Both of them are my Ohio homeboys. I'm lucky to hang out with them as much as I do, and still, hopefully, we'll get to hang out more. And you'll be maybe coming up to Ohio too. So
I'll get to see you. Yeah, I'm coming up to Ohio in between Christmas and New Year's, so I'll let you know whenever I'm coming through.
Sounds good. Yeah, you'll have to travel safe, please. Yes.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. And shout out Rev too. He's he's a busy guy for sure, but he still makes time to talk to me on a personal level on occasion when, and it's always appreciated. So thank you.
Awesome. Well, the next segment is upcoming events. Do you have any upcoming events that you're looking forward to?
Um, just the Alabrije one in Maine for sure, and I'm just working out the logistics to make sure I'm there. But that's the one I'm really looking forward to. But I'm sure others will tumble through as it's just that's what's so wonderful about having so many Growmies or friends in the community. Just you'll hear about something else, and I feel more comfortable going with somebody or someone else knows about it. That just it's like already semi vetted, or yeah, everything's good.
Awesome. Well, the upcoming event that I got is I'm going to see Sierra Farrell and Mumford and Sons. They're playing in the Bridgestone Arena in Nashville on Wednesday. So yeah, me and Ashley from the Muddy Crew, we're going together.
That'd be a good time.
Yeah, I've been wanting to see Sierra Farrell. I just found out recently that she is Will Ferrell's daughter. You know
Oh,
the
yeah.
actor Will Ferrell. Yeah, it's hard. It's his daughter. But yeah, and then I've never seen Mumford and Sons, so I'm kind of looking forward to that. And then I got the last Murdered by Death concert in Louisville, Kentucky. I'm going with Jay Saw
Cool.
and Diabetic. So yeah, I'm looking forward to going with both of them.
Both cool dudes. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, this is the end of the show. Let's go ahead and give you the opportunity to give out your socials.
Oh, it's if you want to follow me, it's Cumin the Spice on Instagram or it might be Cumin on Discord only actually. So
yeah, it's Cumin on Discord. Yeah.
Yep. So you can message me there if you have any questions. If you want to know more about the wine fridge or any questions about that, I'm happy to link you sources of where I followed the step by step on the form as well. So just hit me up.
Heck yeah. Well, everyone listening and watching, thank you. I hope you're out there having a wonderful time. Thank you, Cumin, for coming on to the show.
Thank you.